All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Sunday to you all. My name is Emmanuel Nelly Akangagune, aka Nelly Ima. I'm going to be your host this afternoon. And we shall be looking at how to start up your telecom business. So we're looking at how to start and build a VTU business, a telecommunication business, and that is what we'll be looking at today. The program of today is all about money. It's all about money. So if you don't like talking about money, sorry, this program is not for you. We're looking at money. It's all about money. I love talking about money because what you talk about is what you get. All right, we don't have much time. Let's spring into action immediately. All right. In this meeting, I will enjoin everyone to begin with the end in mind. Begin with the end in mind. As a matter of fact, there's no businessman who starts up a business today and begin to reap the dividend immediately. Business is like a little baby. When you give birth to a baby, you have to nurture it. You have to grow it so that the baby can take care of you. Begins with the end in mind. And also, I earlier said that if you know you don't like talking about money, this meeting is not for you. Now, we shall be looking at some realities of life and what happens in the workplace, in the marketplace. We realize that a lot of persons currently, due to the pandemic, are out of job. Technology is coming and taking over many jobs. But the question is, how prepared are you to accept technology? Because you don't need to fight it. You cannot win the war against technology. Because we talk about efficiency, we talk about improved productivity. As a matter of fact, human effort has limitations, which these technologies can handle. With technology, you can take care of a task that 100 persons can handle, maybe in 3 hours. With technology, it can be done in seconds. And perfectly well, better than when human beings were doing it, because you cannot entirely eradicate human errors. Now the question is, are you ready for this technology that is swinging and raising jobs in all sectors of life? The world of business is already saturated and is open to, okay, someone is joining us now. Okay. Akinlulu Doris. Akinlulu Doris. You are welcome. You are welcome. Please, you mute your audio so that we can move. All right. Good. All right. Can you hear me? Like I was saying, I said begin with the end in mind. And the marketplace is currently saturated due to the pandemic situation. A lot of persons lost their job. But the place for business is something that is open to everybody. A survey was carried out and it was found out on 100 persons, 25 persons that walk through career paths. The survey of 100% was carried out, and they found out that 5% of people that are in age 65, from the age 25 to 65, that walks through career path. Out of these 100 persons, 54% are dependent. Even in the career path, they are dependent. The money is not enough. 16% are still working, currently working. 24%, in the process, in their career path, between the age 25 to 65, 24% are there. 5% are independent. just 1% are free. When we're talking about freedom there, we're talking about um, financial freedom. Okay, somebody just joining us now. You're welcome. We're talking about those persons that falls into this 1%. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us. All right, we are looking at the survey that was carried out last, and I was talking about just 1% of this survey, 1% was found to be financially free. Now, look at what money does to people. You have desires, you have goals to achieve, you have objectives. But the question is the money readily available to carry out these things? Now, money hankers people, especially when it's not enough. And you know that money is always scarce. But the truth is, money is in opportunities, not in jobs. So the era of industrialization has passed. We are looking at the era of ICT and information. That is where we are looking at the era of technology, not industrialization. On a daily basis, the adults, an average Nigerian, an adult, once you wake up in the morning, bills start accumulating. If you don't pay your house rent, the school fees is there to take care of, your health is there to take care of, family upkeep is there, bills, utilities, taxes, all these things are there. The question is, how is your income flow and cash outflow? Is the money coming in as much as you are spending there? If the money is not coming in as much as you are spending there, having known that every single day you are awake, you must spend. Now, it has to be something of consciousness that the money should be coming in inflow. Now, we are going to look in how these things can be handled, how you can take care of these bills, even when they are coming in. Because it is known that as you increase, as you grow, your bills increase. Now, look at a typical graphics of what an interview session is in Nigeria. Whenever job application is put up, especially by large firms, you can imagine the large crowd of persons that will show up. Considering that they needed just few persons. What does that tell us? There is no job anywhere. It is time for you to look into business opportunities. Actually, it is business opportunity that gives you opportunity to create wealth. There is nobody that is in the Forbes list of millionaires that gain that or achieve that position through salary. There's nobody. Okay. Now look at the world population. This is the cash flow quadrant, and I know a lot of us are, we are used to this cash flow quadrant that divide people into 4 different groups: the employees, the business owners, the self-employed, the investor. Now, the people that are in this category, the employed, and the people that are self-employed, these guys work for money. That means the more time you put in, the more money the more money you make. If you want to make more money, as a matter of fact, you have to sacrifice more time. And hereby, you are talking about time freedom and financial freedom, where you have the time to do what you want to do and have the money to spend on whatever you want to spend. But unfortunately, the financial freedom and time freedom we're talking about cannot be found in the employee quadrant, cannot be found in the self-employed quadrant. Now, for the employee, it means you have a job. Now, for you to keep your job, you have to work for your job. Your time is needed. And anytime you need more money, you need to sacrifice more time for more money to be earned. Are we together? Now, for the self-employed, it means you own a job because you actually have maybe a store or a small business or something. That means you have a job. Now, whichever way you want to put it, it's time that is involved. The more money you want to make, that means you must put in more time. Are we together? Now, for the business owner, these people understand the power of leverage. Now, leverage means, when since you are dealing with social interaction, that is human beings, leverage means earning percentages from a number of persons through your service. Maybe you have a service you provide, or a product you are interested in, you provide, you leverage on their time, you leverage on their resources by percentages. Now, by the time this happens, as you are leveraging, that means you have the opportunity through a system where a lot of persons can patronize, a lot of persons can be involved in your business through a system. Now, the system helps you to leverage on people's time, people's resources, on percentages. Now, by the time you put in these percentages together, it runs into a huge sum of money. Now, from this business owner, you can now, the business gives you money, which you now invest. You see, the money now becomes the business that brings more money. Now, money generates more money for you. That's why you have money work for investors. Why? They first of all create a system and leverage on the system before the system now gives them the money they will invest. By the time they go into this last quadrant of investor, where the money works for them, it means that 90% of the world resources belongs to these investors because money is now working for them. You have to be proactive as far as the 21st century is concerned. If the fishes can be proactive enough to change their location, to change their environment due to lack or something, or a change in ecosystem, how much more the humans that have more capacity to think? You have to be proactive to understand what is happening in the world market, to know what the economy is all about. Now, this is what many persons are passing through, the rat race. You go to school, you look for a job, money, you go to work, come back. It continues a rat race. Not that the salary is even enough for you to take care of yourself. Not that the time is there for you to take or spend the money when you're working. So it is already a rat race. How can you break out? You can actually break out from this rat race. It is very, very possible. It is very, very possible. Now, that brings us to what you have today, the telecommunication business. But before we go in further, let me show you some facts that is currently happening. In Nigeria now, this data is over 4 years now. In 2016, over 3 million Nigerians recharged their phone per hour. It was estimated this year that over 5 million Nigerians recharges their phone in every hour. Now, in this year, June 2020, Nigerians spent 388 billion naira on airtime and data. It was published in Guardian newspaper. These things are facts and figures. Nigerians predicted to spend 4 trillion in the year 2020 on airtime and data. We're not talking about the cables. We're not talking about your bill, NEPA bill. We're not talking about the NEPA bill. Now, it is evident or is something that is real now that the next thing to food and health is airtime and data. Once you are able to take care of your food, once you're able to have your health, the next thing that is considered is airtime and data. As a matter of fact, some persons sacrifice a ration of their meal to stay connected, to have airtime and data. So people can do 101 just to have airtime. People can do 110 just to have airtime. People will always go for this product. Now the question is, who are the people making money from this business? Who are the people making this money? This 388 billion, this 4 trillion, how is it being shared? How is this revenue being distributed? I will show you how. Nigerians have been ranked 4th among the top 5 countries with the highest net addition to mobile subscription. It is clear. The population of persons in this country is massive. Nigeria is over 200 million people and over 250 million lines, active lines connected, according to NCC. Now, look at it. January, February, March, April, May, June. Look at how much was spent in the telecom industry. How much was earned or how much was pumped into the telecom industry. In January, Nigeria spent 350 billion. February, 353 billion. You can see the increase. March, 356 billion. April 359 billion. You can see the increase. There is never a day that it declines. Every month, the income inflow into the telecom keeps on rising. Now, the question is, how can you make money from this business? How can you become an active earner in the telecom industry? Over 250 million lines are connected. Please, can you mute your mic so that you don't distract us? Thank you. All right. Over 250 million lines are connected. And this figure keeps increasing. Please mute your mic. All right. I shall be introducing you to a business called Recharge and Get Paid. Now, let's look at the profile of this company called Recharge and Get Paid. It's a registered company, started operation in 2015, registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission, the body that regulates business in Nigeria. It's licensed to provide, to distribute telecom products. More information about the company is owned by a Nigerian by name Ositadema Oshoko. He's a network marketing entrepreneur and have had series and long years of experience, over 16 years of experience in network marketing. Now, the company was launched in 2015 and started operation in direct selling. That means in network marketing in 2017. We have physical offices in Lagos, in Abuja, in Calabar, in different parts of the country. What are our products? Our products are things you cannot do without. They are recession proof. Whether there's recession or not, people will always use our product. Airtime, data, cable subscription, bill payment, and a lot of services like SpectraNet, My, Neco, Jam, and sending and receiving money to be added to our services. But for now, we already have airtime, data, cable, and bill payment. Work is ongoing to include other services like SpectraNet, My subscription, Neco, and Jam processes in our platform. These things, believe you me, are recession proof. Are we together? Now, if you don't find a way to make money when you are sleeping, definitely you're going to work till you die. I'm just trying to paraphrase Warren Buffett, quote. So, what are we now saying? To have a way to plug it into the system, the telecom system. The Nigerian telecommunication system is a massive business. But the question is, how do you connect? That is why we have this presentation coming up. Now, in this Recharge and Get Paid business, there are 3 income streams that you benefit as a partner of the business. There's what we call consumption. Remember, these things are things that you consume daily, the airtime. Now, on your consumption, you have a bonus for you. That means anytime you purchase airtime, anytime you do your cable, you have your consumption bonus. On airtime, it is 2%. On data, it is 5%. And here now you have opportunity to also earn from the consumption of others. As other persons are consuming this telecom product, you are also making money. Are we together? Now, we look at the second stream, franchise bonus. Now, franchise bonus is you partner with the company. As you register with the company, you have the VT portal created for you with your details. Now, as a franchise owner of the company, you have the privilege to earn 20 to 1% of all expansion partnership that happens within your network. Now, we also have another scheme which we call the partners income. Now, the partners income gives you opportunity to make, or we have incentive for our partners. Now, we'll get into that. It's already on the screen. You can see it, ranging from 500 to 6 million on different PV milestones. Now, let me show you something, my revenue plan for the business. Now, the business is open to everybody, irrespective of what you are doing. You're a teacher, you're a driver, you are a student. It is open to you, everybody, to benefit from the telecom sector. This is my revenue plan. I want to build this business with the power of 10. Now, the power of 10 means, since I've partnered with the company, I need to work with 10 persons, 10 leaders. Not that I cannot work with 1 at 10, but I need 10 persons who understand the vision the way I've done, who are able to get into the system we are talking about. Now, working in part of 10, there is what we call the franchise bonus, when I was talking about the 3 income streams. The franchise, because I'm a partner, I have the franchise right already. Now, by the time I give this, I invite other persons to partake in this company to become partners, to have this franchise right also. Now, I make 20% from them joining the business, joining the company, having their franchise right as well. Now, since I want to work with just 10 persons, since I just want to work with 10 persons, now those 10 persons already becomes my first level, which gives me 30% of 50,000. Those 10 persons will join the business with 50,000 at least. There are different packages, but at least with 50,000. Now, this 50,000, 50% of 50,000 is 10,000. That means on my first level, working with the 10 persons, I'm making already 100,000 naira from them, from the company, as the company pays out 20%. Now, we are having a team of 10 persons who understand that this is a bidding by 10. Now, by the time they also understand this system and invite their 10 persons as well to join the business, they also will make 100,000 naira each. Now, because they are now in my second level, I'm making 10%, not the 20% now. It's dropping. You can see it's dropping. I'm making 20%, 10% from my second level. Now, from those 10%, 10 persons who will now bring 10 persons each, which is 100 now, from the second level. Since it's 10% I'm earning from the registration of 50,000, which is 5,000. If you multiply 5,000 times 100 persons in the network already, that's giving me 500,000. Are you seeing my income protection? Now, if you look at level 3, you will see it is now increased to 2.5 because we are working with the power of 10 people who join the business, and this is our revenue plan. That means this is what everybody that is working with 10 is supposed to earn. Now, this thing can be achieved in less than a year. In less than a year, it can be achieved. Now, that means working with this my revenue plan, you can actually make 66 million naira in a year. It is a simple work plan. Now, let me now show you the power of these users. That is just for them joining the business. For them joining the business, I've made that already. Now, let's look at how they use the platform. Assuming these 100 persons, 100,000 persons in the network already, are now spending at least 1,000 naira in a month from 1,000 persons. 1,000 naira, at least 1,000 naira a month from a BTU community of 100,000 persons. If you do the calculation, it's giving you 350,000 naira per month. Now you see that the business is worth building. It's a business that is worth building. That is only on airtime purchase. Now, if it is data, 1% of data. Now let's say they are buying a data worth of 1,000 naira. 1% of that, which is 10 naira, multiplied by 100,000 persons in the network gives you 1 million per month. Are we following? Now, we move on to cable TV subscription. Now, the 100,000 persons within this network, remember, it's just a power of 10. You are building by 10. Now, the 100,000 persons within this network also gives you cable subscription earnings of 1 million naira in a month. That means in a month, you can earn up to 2 million naira. In addition to when they join the business, they're earning already. Are we together? Now, look at the advert commission. Advert commission means as I'm presenting this business opportunity, I'm advertising it. Now, this, if I'm building by the power of 10, this is what I could earn. Just look at my third level. If everybody is joining with 50,000, and this is what I could make from my third, fifth level, 65 million naira. That is money. Look at it. Power of 10. I joined the business with 50,000 naira. I invited 10 persons to join. From the commission pay, 20% commission paid to me from the first level, I'm making 100,000. Now, I will not teach these 10 persons through this Zoom meeting. They can invite their people to join the Zoom meeting. I will teach these 10 persons how this business works, my revenue plan, and how we can achieve this. That means on the second level, I'm making 500,000. On the third level, I'm making 2.5. On the fourth level, I'm making 12.5. And that is how it keeps expanding in the network. Now look at level 8, where you have 100,000 persons in the network. You are making, can you see the money there? All right. Now look at our compensation plan. We have the direct referral commission of 20%. That means when you sign up for the business, you are making 20% instantly. And the person that introduces you to the business is also making what? 20%. We will have indirect referral commission. That is, the people I invite to join the business, when they join, when they invite other persons also to join the business, that is called indirect commission. The person that invited will make money. I will also make money because the person is in my network. Now, I will make between 10% to 1%, depending on the level where the person is. We also have the leadership bonus of 100,000 naira paid to you monthly. Anytime you and your team generate 10,000 points in a month, you are paid this leadership bonus for your work, your hard work. We also have different incentives. This compensation plan is second to none. I've seen several companies, and none of the compensation plan can beat what I'm seeing here. All right, we have different incentives ranging from 500,000, your car bonus of 2 million, your house fund of 3 million, bigger house fund to 6 million. Now, these are different compensation plans that one can achieve by joining this company. Actually, there are 12 powerful income streams that have been systematically designed to enable you make millions or billions of naira and achieve financial freedom super fast. Now, these are the various ways you can join the business. We have different packages available. We have, I divided them into three. You have the one from 5,000 to 40,000